ClayFighters. This is a game I've rented when I was younger. Been a while. Been quite a while since I played this game. Visual Concepts, the same ones that developed MLBPA, which was published by EA Sports. I believe Visual Concepts also developed one of the NHL games on the Super Nintendo. I think it might have been NHL 95. I'm not positive on that though.
Sorry.
Check the action modes. So pretty much the fights or the moves are kind of the same as the Street Fighter games. Choose these different characters. I'll pick Mr. Frosty. And we're on some asteroid.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are the combatants for this extravaganza. Bad Mr. Frosty versus Helga.
So it's pretty much a cartoon, a clay cartoon version of Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat games. The only thing I don't like about these games is if you've never played them before, or if you haven't played them like 20 years, you don't really know the moves. I just don't feel that the computer does know the moves. So it's one of those games you gotta keep practicing it. It doesn't make for a very good video. See, I even have it in easy mode and I still got beat. One thing I learned about the Street Fighter games, you're best off to use the L and R buttons for kick and punch, because those are your strongest ones. Okay, that's like the E Honda move from the Street Fighter games. See, that time I used the L and R buttons, which I didn't do the first time. Okay, now do I have to move on using the same character? That's one thing I hate about these games. It'd be nice if you could choose your character each time.
Here are the combatants for this extravaganza. Bad Mr. Frosty versus Ichiban Red. Time out.
Can't go back. I know how to throw snowballs. It's the same as you from Mortal Kombat. Same as, or actually Street Fighter 2. The same as Ryu. However you pronounce his name. Press down, forward, and L button. jump just like in Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter games.
Mr. Frosty wins the battle.
Pretty nice 4-day weekend I had. I took a vacation day Thursday and Friday.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are the combatants for this extravaganza.
How do they get many videos done
Mr.
now?
Frosty versus Kathy. Gimme it. Mr. Frosty wins the battle.
Not really a bad game. It's just one of those games that would be more fun with 2 players.
Mr. Frosty wins the battle.
They don't have fatalities, so it's more like Street Fighter 2 than Mortal Kombat. Oh, we got another chunk of asteroid that just showed up.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are the combatants for this extravaganza. Bad Mr. Frosty versus Bunker.
Oh, cool. Press down forward and R button to slide.
Mr. Frosty wins the battle.
What's the purpose of all these points? 177,000 points. Do they do anything for me? They give me extra life if not, and there's no purpose to them. See, the point system was something invented by arcade games, so players can compete with other players, but it really doesn't make sense in home console games. Because once I turn it off, all that information is erased. It's not like anyone else is going to be able to have a chance to know what the last score was. Unless you get these some people that might write down their high scores and try to have their friends beat it, but I personally don't know anyone like that.
Here are the combatants for this extravaganza. Bad Mr. Frosty versus Tiny.
Well, the slide move isn't working anymore. Oh, that was close. Okay, it's like My attacks aren't working, his are. Cool. Cool. That was another close one. So, I don't know if the enemies are getting tougher or if it's just that particular guy's tougher. Not sure how they do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are the combatants for this extravaganza. Bad Mr. Frosty versus Blue Suede 2.
Wow. Look at his eyes. He uses his hair as a shield. Like a big hunk of burning clay in the background. For those who might be too young to know, Elvis had a song called "Hunk of Burning Love" or something like that. So that's what that means in the background. Oh, there he did the slide thing. Come out, freak. Oh, I don't know how I did that. Shut my hand off at him. Okay, I finally got beat. I don't think I'm going to continue. That was ClayFighter. It's an okay game. It'd be more fun if it was 2 players, but hope you enjoyed the game. Next ones I plan on doing, I should be getting Contra sometime soon in the mail, and hopefully Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Part 2. I also got the Super Game Boy for the Super Nintendo, so I'll be able to do some Super Game Boy, or I'll be able to do some Game Boy games on the Super Nintendo. And now I've used the Super Game Boy before. I've rented it years ago, and you just take a Game Boy game, slide it into the top, and put it into your Super Nintendo, and it plays on your TV screen just like it looks, just like it would on a Game Boy. I got actually all 3 of the Game Boy games I used to own when I was a kid. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Fall of the Foot Clan, Home Alone, and Tetris. So I'm expecting to get all of those in the mail sometime within the next week or so. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that game, and I'll see you in the next video.